Hey guys, MGH here. Welcome to yet another episode of my Arsenal career mode. It is episode 31, I believe. Wow, we are really counting up these numbers now. 31 already. And we're coming to the end of the the summer transfer window. So this episode is my last opportunity to be buying some players for the rest of the season, excluding January, of course, which obviously I always like to take a look at some players in January. But more often than not, I've always spent my money by January. You know, I've spent it all in the summer, for example. So hopefully I'll have a bit left over for January, maybe. I also asked you guys to leave comments in the last video regarding, which players I should be looking at, in the transfer window, last few minutes, last few hours it is, isn't it? So a lot of comments were mainly strikers, if I'm honest. A lot of people thought, I've bought Bittencourt, I've bought Draxler, I've bought some other, youngsters, Goretzka, Meyer, basically all German players. So some people were saying that I should go for Benteke, but then again, a lot of people were like, well, why? Yilmaz is fantastic. He's been scoring tons of goals. And by the way, I'm playing Insigne up front in this match. I wanted to give it a go. Really short up front, you see. We've got Bittencourt playing as Cam and Insigne up front, so very short. Look at Gibbs having a shot there. So to be honest, guys, I was kind of in two minds. I wasn't sure whether it was worth going ahead and buying a new striker or doing a swap, or whether it was just worth waiting till January. Am I really in a rush? Now I get very lucky here. I cross it back in here, and Sidwell goes in to dive in with a header there to clear it out from the box, and it hits his elbow or his hand and gives away a penalty. The unluckiest thing ever. That is so unlucky. But handballs are on, and that's exactly why. We get the odd advantage, a bit of luck sometimes here and there, but obviously we will concede penalties as well. And Ramsey steps up to take it. He's going to slot it. Oh, great. Oh, and the rebound. So unlucky there. Ramsey was, I think it was 77 penalties, one of the highest stats in the team at the moment. It would have been Özil or Yilmaz, obviously, but they are both having a rest. And Insigne isn't actually that good at penalties, which surprised me. So unfortunately, we missed the penalty, and it means we missed the opportunity to go 1-0 up early on in this first half. But we were all over Fulham. They're not having the best season, let's be honest. Fulham are really struggling in the Premier League at the moment. I think there was some stat like Stecklenburg has played, he started 4 matches and conceded 13 goals. I mean, that is tough. And look at Ramsey. He really wants a goal, doesn't he? He's starting to really improve now. I'm hoping he's going to finish up this season around the 83 mark. That's what I'm hoping for. But what I want to say is, guys, straight away here, obviously I did buy the likes of Draxler. I did get Goretzka and Meyer. But my favourite signing so far has to be Bittencourt. What a player! My God, this guy is fantastic. He's so smooth on the ball. He can play anywhere pretty much. And I'm really happy with that purchase. And I got him nice and cheap as well. So very, very happy with that one. Oh, that was so close. Look at that. Fulham almost making the first goal of the game there. And here goes Yilmaz. Nice bit of dribbling around there. That's why I'm a bit... do I need to do this? Do I really need to get rid of Yilmaz? The only reason I would do it is if I'm just bored, of having Yilmaz as my main striker. I would like Giroud to be in the team more, but Giroud, he's just not as good as Yilmaz. So Yilmaz pretty much plays all my games, well, the majority anyway. And it is getting a little bit stale, so maybe I switch. But talking of Yilmaz, there you go. He gets his goal, 68 minutes in with a very easy tap-in. Very nice bit of play here. And actually, out of all players, it's Marco Bartra who slots in. And Marco Bartra, by the way, he is now 80 overall. So I've got a feeling when Koscielny and Mertesacker start, getting a little bit older, obviously I'll be bringing in the likes of maybe Ranocchia, maybe Unkalu, because their contracts are all expiring. But I probably will use Bartra as one of my main centre-backs because he's been here since the start, and what a great defender he is. The only downside to him is his work rates. He's got a high attacking and medium defensive. It's not awful, but sometimes he does get out of position. But anyway, we're still 1-0 up at this point. We're getting to the last few minutes of the game. Just trying to hold out here. I must not concede a goal, right? I cannot concede now. We're at home against Fulham, who aren't the favourites to do particularly well in this season. And then obviously, I'm going to give the ball away here. Bartra, I have no idea why Ramsey didn't get it. The referee plays the advantage, and what a time to fucking concede. Grzycki there with actually a very nice finish. And was it fair? Absolutely not. I was all over Fulham this whole game. Bartra, they're just missing the tackle or the block or the interception by just milliseconds. And we dropped 2 points all because of that. But other than that, guys, you've got to take the positives from bad results. We did play very well, and my new signings really got into that game. Especially Goretzka when I brought him on. Fantastic defensive midfielder there. Nice, tall, strong. Great interceptions as well. He just seems to soak up the ball all the time. And like I said, Bittencourt, what a start for him as well. Looking like a very good signing indeed. But like I said at the start of the episode, guys, we are towards the end of the window here. Here is the deadline day. And we have 10 hours to make any differences to the squad. You can see there, Draxler has come to Arsenal. We swapped him for Cazorla, and I only got him for a total of 28 million. That is absolute bargain. I've spent 40 million on him in other career modes. So 28 million was actually pretty good. And that's obviously Cazorla's worth 18, and we added 10. So there you go. Falcao has gone to Real Madrid for 63.5 million, and Oscar has gone to Juventus for 19 million pounds. Oscar scoring that amazing swivel goal against Juventus. I will never forget that goal. That was absolutely fantastic. But one thing I really wanted to do this season, guys, was send out a lot of my youngsters out on loan. Gnabry is the first one to go, or Gnabry. I still don't understand why it's Gnabry. Tell me, any Germans in the comments, why is it Gnabry and not Gnabry? I'm pretty sure the G should be silent, right? Maybe it's just me being ignorant, I don't know. But either way, Spurs confirm Higuain talks. Yeah, as if Spurs, come on. But there you can see how many players have left. Cazorla, Aneke, Flamini, Boateng, Arteta's gone. But we have brought in 4 German players. And it wasn't actually too expensive. I think I've actually done some nice deals there. It seems like most of you guys are happy as well with what I've done. Finally, Arsenal have got rid of Park. I've sold him on for a decent amount there as well, which isn't too bad. And that frees up some wages as well, because I do want to bring in some more in January possibly. But I've got to say at this point, I was thinking I don't think I need anyone else. I kind of pussied out with Yilmaz and switching him. I kind of thought, nah, I'm going to keep with what I've got, because Yilmaz is scoring goals, and that's what I need. And don't forget, we are in the Champions League this season, which means I'm going to need as much firepower as I can get up front to get me those goals. You're seeing I'm slowing down a lot here. I was really in deep thought. I really wasn't sure what to do at this point. Obviously, now I look back, I know what I've done. And there you go. Park's gone to Crystal Palace. Not too bad. 800,000 in the bank, because the board likes to take a little bit, don't they? I was looking at my players here. I was looking at Bittencourt's stats because I was very impressed with how he played. And I started thinking, if I am going to bring someone in now, who do I get rid of? Like, literally, who do I get rid of? We've got Insigne, who's just reached 80 overall. He's only 23. Giroud is still one of my players that I want to keep. He's kind of like, one of my favourite strikers in real life right now. He's got some sort of value to that. But I was looking at this thinking, nah, I just do not need to bring in any other players. Let's see if we just get any other offers to loan out my youngsters. Or, maybe I'll get an offer for one of my bigger players and accept it. Or, who knows what's going to happen. But we get one for Benica Phoebe here, or a Phobe. And he is another youngster that I will be loaning out for a season loan, this time to Rotherham United. He is a good player, Phobe, 21 years old. He just came back from injury in real life and scored a great goal. I did see that goal. It was very nice indeed. Whether he's really a future first team player, that's what it says on his contract. I've got to be honest, I don't really see it, if I'm honest, but we'll see. It really depends on how long I'm going to stay at Arsenal. I have seen a couple of people saying they'd like me to do the Schalke career mode as soon as next gen comes out. So maybe when I get the PS4 I will have 2 career modes going, but I've tried that in the past and I didn't really enjoy it. I like focusing on one. So maybe I'll finish this second season with Arsenal, take a break, but leave it, do Schalke on the PS4, and then come back and finish off the Arsenal career mode at some point in the next year or so. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd like me to do. But there you go, players out, a profit of 8.2 million, and I've spent 17.2 million bringing in those 4 Germans. But they are very good players. I'm a little bit unsure about Meyer. His stamina isn't very impressive, I've got to say. But he is an impact player when he comes off the bench if I ever need him. But also, it's just if I get injuries. It's good to have a youngster who is decent like that. And here's an offer for Frimpong. Watford want to take him for a season loan. I've got to say, Frimpong, I don't see much in him in real life. Apparently, he's not going to be an Arsenal player by next season. Wenger doesn't like his attitude or something like that. He's a little bit odd, Frimpong. He's just a bit of a, I don't know, he is a bit of a teenager despite being 22 years old. He's not exactly mature, is he? You've seen him on YouTube videos on Copper 90 and Kick TV and things like that. So who knows what's going to happen to Frimpong? I think he should probably find a club elsewhere, because I don't think he's going to get many opportunities at Arsenal. But there you go, guys. That is the end of the deadline day. It's the end of the transfer window. And that's all I need to do. 4 German players. They're in the squad. We're raring to go for this season now. Maybe in January I will be bringing in a new player, maybe a new striker. Just let me know in the comments. Do you think I should do a Yilmaz for Benteke kind of deal? I think if I am going to go for a good striker, you know, a young striker who's already proved himself, I think Benteke is the one I will be going for. And we get some scout reports back here for Xhaka there. I'm definitely interested in him, by the way. He seems like a very good player. Ranocchia, of course, who is he's winding down on his contract now. And in January, I'll be making an offer to, you know, get him for free, which will be amazing. I will do a tutorial on that, by the way. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is the end of this episode. In the next one, we are going to be, you know, getting through the rest of the season up towards January transfer window, and hopefully we'll be making some more improvements. But thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, and I'll see you next time.